Alright, so quick video explanation of the house. 847 Clifton Hills Terrace, 45220. Here's a pup, Ollie. She does not come with the house. Street's really great though because it's like a cul-de-sac, but you can see there's an upper and lower level of the street, and it's basically a dead end, so we don't get a lot of traffic, which is nice. Really great neighbors, a lot of families around here, which is great. And yeah, we never have the dog on a leash, so it's really great for kids and pets and everything else. Driveway here, it's going to be repaired, fixed, replaced in about 4 weeks. So we're very excited to have that happen. And we'll just go through a bit of explanation here. So, house is built in '48. We're the second owner. Stucco second floor. River rock first floor here. There were some bushes originally. We tore those out. We have this nice wall here that was built out of cobblestone. Liz and I put that together about 3 years ago. So we have some landscaping that's growing in here. So that's good. It's going to be very nice. We have the side porch here, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. But it's this really great area. It's all fenced in. We're not fenced in, but these are actually like patio doors. They all slide open. So this really great kind of side area. Great for morning coffee and things like that. So we go to the backyard here. And not a whole lot going on. It's not the biggest backyard, but it's great for the dog. It's great to have a couple cars back here. So we've got a 2-car attached garage, which is great. We built this pergola 3 years ago. So that's really nice as well. That's full cedar. Got some lights hooked up to it, which is great. All this is getting cleaned up too, so that's kind of in the process of happening. So this will look a little better. These AC units are new, so we just got these replaced a week ago. Both 3-ton, so there are 2 separate systems, a furnace in the basement, a furnace in the attic, and both of these AC units are brand new. So 3-ton each, and yeah, this should be really good. So the pergola here, a little garden here we put in, but we also have a garden box up on the patio, which we'll touch on a little bit as well. So anyway, some good area here, and some nice privacy. Actually, the whole area is really, really private, so a lot of the windows inside the house just are a lot of privacy, so you don't kind of like see a lot of neighbors and things like that. So neighbors are close, but really big houses, and yeah, a lot of privacy. A really great area. We're about 4 miles out of downtown, and right up the street, down the street from Ludlow. It's less than a mile away, so it's really great. Let's call the dog over. Ollie, come on, come. You can see we just let her run around. We just don't see a lot of traffic. Let's go inside. Come on. See, Liz has some flowers come in. She's really excited about that. Let's go inside. Got these nice doors here. They're sort of like custom doors. This big door here is really great. But as you come in, we've actually walked into this big foyer. So I'll kind of try and show this. So immediately you just sort of see this big foyer area. What are the ceilings? They're about, I know the kitchen was about 93 inches. So they're not really high ceilings, but obviously it's like plenty high. But it's really great for like heat distribution and things like that. So nice foyer, velvet rope over there, and this is the only carpet in the house going up the stairs, so that's maroon. You walk in to the left, we have a dining room. So I think the table will actually come with the house. We haven't decided. My dad built this table. It's like solid, I think it's pine, but it's like solid wood. We have 16 chairs over here. We just really don't fill it very often, so we're actually doing a puzzle right now. But yeah, really, really big. So huge dining room here, you know, coming into the foyer, so that's a really nice space. And everything else, we've got some like a wine cabinet here in the corner, and a couple other things. So you'll see these, I I have these frames on the wall. These are actually the house. So they're all like blueprints. So I mentioned we were the second owners, and the grandfather of the family that used to live here actually drew all these blueprints. So we had them framed up here a couple of years ago. See, these are actually really great. So we'll just look at another one here. But I think this is, yeah, this is the rear. So I was looking for the first floor and where that is. Essentially, we've just gone around a circle, so we're back in the foyer again. And so yeah, here's the first floor. So as we sort of look at this, you might be able to zoom in a little bit, but you know, we've come into the foyer here, and we're talking about the dining room. The only thing that's really changed here is if we go in here, you'll see this powder room, which is the old bathroom. The bathroom used to be here, and then this used to be a closet. We've actually knocked this this wall out, and so this is now a pantry, and then this is the bathroom, and we'll actually look at that right now. So that exact closet is here. The door is existing, but actually just leads into a pantry. So we put this in ourselves as well, and now it's a really great pantry that's right off the kitchen. So kitchen's here, and then pantry's here, and you can see this is all new. This is all like reclaimed pine, so we put this in ourselves. Some automated lighting there, but it's really great to just be able to grab these things hanging right next to the kitchen. We'll talk about the kitchen in just a second. We'll look at this bathroom here. So this is fairly new again. There used to be a doorway here going to the bathroom, but now we just made this into the bathroom. So it used to be a powder room. Anyway, decent size there. And yeah, right off the kitchen, right off the living room. So this is the living room, again with the dog, but really good size. So we'll just kind of pan through here. I mentioned the side porch. It's actually just behind this window. And then you can see the door is actually open going out to the side porch. But we'll just kind of go through here. Just kind of, help explain the size. We actually have some surround sound built in with some like flat wire. You can look at that later, but it's actually a really, really good size room. This is all like really big. Bum, bum, bum. She's texting you. But yeah, so we're in the living room here. Get an idea of like the scale, how big it is, and then the side porch. So if we just look at the side porch, this was all existing. We're trying to decide what to do with that. But you can see outside there. And then we have some like shades. Put up here, I actually have an indoor hammock. So that's really nice. But then like the window and everything. But again, all these are slide patio doors. So these all open. So you get a lot of good airflow here. And just really, really great for, like I said, like morning coffee. And we made cocktails here last night. So there's actually a number of really good spaces to just kind of hang out. So we mentioned like the neighbors are there, the neighbors are here, and they're relatively close, but the houses are so big that you just get a lot of I don't know, privacy anyway. So dining room, let's go ahead, we'll go back to the foyer here. And so now we're kind of back to the front door, kind of looking at the foyer. Now we'll go to the kitchen. So kitchen's back behind here, and we'll go this way. Now the kitchen we've actually completely gutted. So this was one of the first things we did. We actually got a renovation loan, which means that with our mortgage, we actually took more money out to just replace a lot of things. So all these windows are new. They've all been replaced. All the appliances are completely new. So we talked about the AC being new, but also like the dishwasher, the fridge, this stove here, it's all new. So this is a dual fuel oven and stove here. So that's actually really nice. We've got some like pots and pans hanging there. And then, so we got like this side here. So this is the back of the kitchen. This door sort of leads outside, just kind of a side door, which is really nice. I like to feed the birds and everything, so it's actually like really great. So like, we'll sit here and eat breakfast, and I just like to watch the birds. So that's kind of what I'll do here. But kind of we're seating back a little bit here. You're kind of getting a better idea of what the kitchen looks like. But you've got this island here, and then you've got this kind of raised area here for like a kitchen, kitchenette sort of thing. And then this is actually a back stair. So if I kind of open this up, so you'll see the side door, and then so this actually goes upstairs. So we have 2 full stairs up to the 2nd floor, and this is actually like the maid's quarters. So we'll talk about that a little more and what that means. But yeah, 2 sets of stairs. So the one in the foyer and then this back one. But yeah, the kitchen actually turned out really well and we're pretty happy with it. You can see some lighting here, plenty of storage, and got like some USB things here for like charging phones. So a lot of like, I don't know, just hidden niceties here. Like the pop filler is really nice. Plenty of water and things like that. We mentioned the kitchen being completely gutted, so we put this door in as well. So this is an 8-foot Pella Architect door, and it's like solid glass, but it really does a great job of just like opening the kitchen up, you know, while you're cooking. So here it's about 80 degrees or so. I'll actually mention this. We'll leave the kitchen for just a second. I'll pan around and I'll actually show you here on the thermostat, which is all new as well. So the thermostat shows it's like 70 inside, but 80 outside. So you'll kind of have an idea of what the humidity looks like. 2 separate systems. I mentioned this is downstairs. We have one identical upstairs. And also upstairs is a remote temperature, remote thermostat. So we'll talk about that, but it's essentially so we can have a thermostat in the bedroom and then close off everything else. Which kind of made me think of something else. So if we go back over here into the living room, gas flogs, we put that in last year, so that's really nice too. I don't know, Liz gets cold, and it's nice to have the fire right there. Yeah, so anyway, back to the kitchen. You can see here, I'm not quite sure what else to talk about here, I guess the side. So, you know, as you walk in the kitchen, it's really open. You know, we really haven't had a lot of problems. I've been really happy with the kitchen design actually. But you got this great opening. This is like a 4-foot opening as you come out onto this patio. Again, the pergola. Actually see that we have, I don't know if this is coming through, but we have a lot of lights here that are staggered, and that actually provides, I don't know, just a really great amount of light in the nighttime, so it's like not too bright, but it's really just extends dusk for as long as you want it. These really great curtains that are put up, they're not going to blow away. They're actually attached at the bottom as well. We actually have some rooftop gardens here. So these are earth boxes, and they're actually attached to the spigot. So if you like look at the end of this here, this is you know, attaches to the spigot for the water supply, and that's actually down below. So down at the driveway, I don't know if you can see that. But it keeps it constantly watered, so you can have great rooftop garden without any hassle. There is no exit from this patio, so it's you know, good for dogs, good for kids. But yeah, so there's no exit outside of going back to the kitchen, so you can see that there. You can see the pergola, how that's kind of set up like this. Provides a lot of great shade into the kitchen, which is nice, but also a lot of nice shade with these curtains. Usually we don't have them tied up like this, but yeah, it seems to be a really good way to go. And yeah, grill, outdoor furniture. Things aren't really set up right now, so we're starting to you know, really just clean up for the year. But yeah, so this outdoor area is really great. Just ties into the kitchen and really just creates a big open area space. So that's actually been really good for us. Kind of really like the kitchen. If you haven't been able to tell, but so yeah, we got this nice like fixture here. This nice sink here is really thick, like my espresso. Some disposal action there. I guess we would take this, but you don't care about the pizza oven. Anyway, that stuff all works out really well for us. So let's see what else. Let's go upstairs before we go downstairs. We'll go back into the foyer, again with the dog. So we saw these stairs as we're coming in, and so you can see the foyer is just very open. So we'll walk up here, and yeah, you can start to see the foyer and where this goes. We actually have an artificial tree that's 15 foot. We actually put it here in the middle, and it goes up to about here and kind of fills this whole void in the middle. I really like that, but it's kind of novel. Anyway, so now we're at the top of the foyer. You can kind of see it's 4-bedroom, 3 full bath up here. And yeah, so we kind of mentioned, you know, all these blueprints. So you can actually see what this looks like, but this is the 2nd floor here. So we've come up here, and then 4 bedrooms. So let's just see what this looks like. So if we take a left, this is one of the main bathrooms. This is actually Liz's. So we have these actually really great 4x4 tubs. So we're trying to, we're gonna make some changes, but we're trying to decide what to do there. Because a lot of this stuff is sort of period and dated. I kind of like it, but I know a lot of people don't. So yeah. So actually it's just like a really good size is one of those things. So yeah, I really don't have a problem with the colors, but just the size of the bathrooms I think is really nice. My office is over here. So as we look at this, so this is like with the first bedroom, it's just an office. How big is this? Like 20 by 25 or 30 or something? I don't know. These rooms are all pretty big. But you know, a couple of closets there. And Liz's office is set up very similarly. This is actually our bedroom opposite my office. So again, just good size. We got this light recently. Liz picked that out. Again, with the closets here, and then there's actually like a receded area here. Liz always wanted to put like a reading setup here, but never quite got around to that. We may set that up here shortly, but a couple great closets, which is great, you know, for just the bedroom, but also, you know, we have other closets in our offices. So, so yeah, each have a closet here in the bedroom, which is a good size, and then I have 2 closets in my office, and then going back across here, we'll see Liz's office, who also has 2 closets. So you can see there. So this pretty much mirrors my office, the same kind of layouts you can see. And yeah, we just painted her office, so things are a little scattered. Yeah, looking pretty good. Also, all this stuff is new. I was just thinking of things that the realtor I was talking to about. We've just replaced so many things in the house that I tend to forget like what we've worked on. But yeah, every light switch, every outlet, they've all been replaced. As has the like the box downstairs for the power and those types of things. Just a closet. We have plenty of closet space, which is great. Upstairs bathroom again. This is a lot like the one across the hallway, but really good size. Again, with like the 4x4 tub here. And let's see there. So that's just a lot of space. For a guy that's like my size, I'm always banging my elbows different places. I really love the size of the tubs. Really deep closet here, so that's a lot of great space again. Sort of everything I need. These fans have been put in to take out the humidity, so we put those in a few years ago, so in all the bathrooms. We've essentially come up the foyer. My office, Liz, or our bedroom, Liz's office is over here, and now we'll come over here, which is a couple things. So we talked about like the maid's quarters, so that's sort of what this is. So as we come up here, there's a light, and so this is actually the stairs up from the kitchen. So I'll show you that. Just kind of a back stairwell, and then so the rest of what's considered the maid's quarters, which is the 3rd bathroom upstairs. So again, 3 full bathrooms. You'll see this one is also quite period, but a little smaller, but also, you know, just a fine size really. It's only small comparative to the other bathrooms. But this one's nice anyway. So the same with like the exhaust fans. And then going over here is the 4th bedroom. So this one is actually smaller compared to the other ones. So like this is like a full-size bed, I guess, but it's just not real big. We don't really use this for very much. Several people have slept here. Still a good sized room, and it makes for a good spare bedroom, but Liz is again using it for storage because we're painting her room. And then the other thing, so we've come in this door, is this door, which actually is a closet, but goes up to the attic. So we didn't talk about this closet. We use this for like storing travel bags, but this closet here actually goes up to the attic. So as we talk about going up here, again, full set of stairs. I'm kind of working on that. But there's not a whole lot to be seen here outside of it just being an attic that we don't go into very often. So furnace here, we mentioned there being a furnace in the basement, so this services the 2nd floor. And really there's a whole lot of space up here. So I'm standing and I can, you know, put my hands over my head and there's just a lot of space. I always want to clean this up, but just, I don't know, we just have so much space. So there's not really a whole lot to be seen here. The only other thing we mentioned up here is the whole house fan. So this has been installed a couple years ago, but it does a really great job of actually just pulling the air through the house when you don't want to use the air conditioner or the fan. So I like that option, and yeah, that's worked out pretty well. So let's see. I guess we'll go ahead and go down to the basement. Not sure what else up here to talk about. Not too much. So we'll go down this way to the foyer. Where's Lizzie? Lizzie? Lizzie and a pup.
Oh, now you're being ridiculous.
Yeah, so let's see. We'll go down to the basement, which is here. And the basement's a really good size. I guess, I don't know, I do a lot of work down here, and we've set a few things up as well. So we'll just turn on some lights here. But I mentioned the panel being replaced, or that's what I meant to say anyway. So the electrical panel here, everything new in the kitchen has been rewired. So that's all on new wiring. And yeah, seems to be pretty good. I actually have 2 services coming in for data. So I have Cincinnati Bell data coming in, and also Time Warner, so you can have that as well. We're cleaning that up. The other furnace is over here, which is great. Here. So we've actually got a humidifier as well. And the furnace, it's just a furnace, but yeah. Actually, the furnace is only 3 years old, 2 years old. We just had that replaced when we bought the house. So new air conditioning, new furnaces, things are looking pretty good. I've got like motorcycles down here, just so much room. New washer and dryer, you know, this is like steam everything, and they're all really new. They're like brand new. So we've used them for the few years, but other than that, they're ready to go. Now this room we actually have sealed off. So all the windows are sealed off, and that's because I use this wall here for projection. So I actually have this projector over here, and we'll just like ride bikes and like watch movies and shit like that. Got a weight bar, got some bikes on the wall. So again, just huge space. So there's like this whole room in here, but then this room, which I've started using for you know, various work. This is new, we put this in, we built this in, and yeah, and we just use this for movies, so I don't have that turned on right now. And then this area here is kind of why I don't ever go in the attic, which is just a lot of storage. So I imagine all these shelvings will stay. They're really, I don't know, heavy duty shelving. So this needs to be cleaned up also, but it's actually just really great space. I mean, I'm not sure how wide it is. It's like 10 feet wide. I can't reach side to side. So just having this is great for storage. Gas hot water heater. We haven't replaced this. They're not a huge deal to replace. And the gas lines here. I got some tools. Yeah, but this is sort of a nice area. It's always really cool down here, which is nice. Or it seems to be like cool in the summer and then warm in the winter. I don't know, it's just a really big basement, so it's really nice. But then we have a door here. So there's actually a toilet here as well. I have like crap there, but I like this toilet, so I'm gonna get it working again. I think it just needs, you know, I don't know, one of the pieces. And then the attached garage. So we have this here, and attached garages are just, they're just great. I'm so spoiled in that respect. Yeah, decent sized garage. It's not the largest garage, but we don't have any problems with it, and it kind of meets all the needs. So there's a window there, but everything else is sealed, and we got some nice stuff there. The garage doors are not new. I think people always told us they were old, but we've never had any problems with them. So I've always thought about swapping them out. I mean, they're not that expensive, but these have just worked. And I've actually put in, or the wireless like devices, we didn't have them or they weren't working. So these are actually like aftermarket sensors for the garage door openers. So those are new. So anyway, we have those in both our cars, and actually all these cars have it built in anyway. So Yeah, it's all ready. But we mentioned the spigot, so we have this like 2-prong spigot. So this one usually goes to the patio garden. This is fairly new for the exhaust for the dryer. So just good to know, just one of the other things we worked on. I know we've done other stuff that I didn't touch on, but really that's kind of it. So again, the driveway is not in great shape, but I'm very happy to say we've signed a contract to get that replaced. So I'm super excited about that. Yeah, that's the house. And so we really like living here actually. This has been a great house. And yeah, so the side porch, patio there. We've got a couple of, what do you call it? Compost bins back there. Yeah, it's pretty good. What else to show you? We didn't really look at this side of the yard. There's not really much to see here, but just a little side walkway. And then I mentioned like feeding the birds and all that shit. So that's where that is. Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, more work in the next couple months, and yeah, maybe for you, maybe for someone else, but things that we've meant to do and just getting around to it. So we've done a lot of work and are happy to do more, but yeah, let us know if you have any questions. Bye.